And Gemini, welcome to your session. We're going to see what messages come out for you for your upcoming weekly. I hope all is well with you. In your upcoming weekly, I don't want you to take this the wrong way, but I'm just delivering the message. Maybe this is where you become aware, Gemini. Looking on the outside in, some people may feel like you're a know-it-all. If it's something that you don't know, say that you don't know. If you don't know the facts about something, say that you don't know so that you don't put yourself in a situation you can't get yourself out of. If you don't know the facts, if it's not the truth, don't insert yourself in business that's not yours. If someone's trying to insert you in some business and you know you don't know any truth or facts, stay out of it. Okay? Because it feels like you may be putting yourself in a position where you thinking that you are helping someone, but actually you may make the situation worse. Or this is a situation where you're thinking someone's going to show up for you, and that's not the case. So tread lightly when it comes to things that you don't have certainty about. One things that I do, and I'm not telling you to act like me or try to become me because I'm far from perfect. But if I don't know the answer to something, I let the person know. Like, I don't know. And if I don't know the answer for my own self, I'll look for the answer. Okay. So you can try that approach. You know what I mean? Especially if it's work related. It's kind of like, hey, you ask a question and it's like, I'll find out the answer. Let me find out the answer. Or just simply say you do not know. But don't settle for the fact that you don't know. Ask for assistance to be shown. Okay. What does Gemini need to know? Gemini, if you are questioning if someone has interest in you in your upcoming weekly, they do. Yes. Okay. It's like someone is saying, I think I like Gemini. So someone could be trying to figure it out too, or this is you. Gemini, you may have interest in someone, but you don't have confirmation that if you really like this person, they may be a fun person to be around, but it may stop there, or someone could grow on you. All right. Also, Gemini, you're being asked not to hold on to things because over time, not only will you suffer from holding on to that, others will suffer as well too. Okay. You have trust here. It says, I accept the inner voice will always guide me correctly. In the past, if your intuition always led you to making the wrong decisions or navigated you into drama, or however you go about listening to your intuition, do the opposite and see how that goes. See how that works for you. Just to be honest with you, I feel like I'm talking to my Geminis in the collective where you've operated in your shadow self than your higher self. And it's going to take time for you to trust yourself again, especially if you're trying to turn your life around or you're trying to adjust to a new way of being. It's very specific. Accept your higher self. For others of you Geminis, you've never listened to your intuition. You did the opposite. So now is the time to trust your inner voice because it will guide you correctly. What else does Gemini need to know? What else does my Gemini need to know? Let me adjust myself correctly in this seat. It's almost time for me to get a pillow for my back. I think I squished this one. I think I might not have to. I probably just got to figure out how to revive it. Probably have to get some more stuffing. I'm not really for sure. Let me see. Does this pillow have a zipper to it? No, this pillow doesn't have a zipper. So and definitely, I don't know if you can recall, Gemini. 2 years ago, I was always complaining and saying, I need to get a back pillow. I got the back pillow, it has butterflies on it. And now the back pillow, I have used it to where, I'm going to need another pillow. And I tried to create a back pillow, right? And as I'm talking to you, I'm channeling, you don't have patience in your upcoming weekly, Gemini. You're not patient. And I feel like your associations with good people, you're not wanting to be around them because they're boring. And you're rather want to be around people who are rebels. Okay. That's something that you don't see. All right. Something that you don't see. You have moment in reverse, illusion in reverse, and let go in reverse. You're not present. You're not thinking. And you are holding on. That's why I said when you hold on to things after time, you suffer and you make other people suffer. So you have people that are concerned about you and care about you, Gemini, whether you believe it or not. As you suffer, others are suffering too. So you're being asked to listen for those who have good intentions for you versus those who don't. I am message for my Gemini. What is the I am message for my Gemini, please? Did I put the welcome? No, I didn't. Let me put welcome, Gemini. Let me put this. Let me make sure it's on replay too. So let's see. Is that on there? Yeah, it's here. Okay. What else does Gemini need to know? What else does my Gemini need to know? Self-love. Who else got this? I think Taurus received self-love. No, it was Libra who received self-love. So I don't know, Gemini, if you are an individual who, I don't want to say you're addicted to people, but you don't know how to be alone. And you're being asked to attend to your needs. And you're asking to listen to your heart, your intuition. It's like your essence, your inner essence wants nothing but best for you. And it feels like you do too, but that's the fight. So you're fighting for yourself in your upcoming weekly. Don't prove to people that you love yourself. Prove that you love yourself to yourself. And those who are not supposed to be in your life, they will remove themselves. And those who are supposed to be in your life will stay. And Gemini. Okay. What does Gemini need to focus on in the upcoming? Oh, that was fast. Light activation. You're not yourself at this time, Gemini. I hope you're not blaming other people. And if you are blaming yourself, accept that that's what has happened. And it's time for you to change things around. It is. Because you have light that you need to shine. It says your eternal guidance is coming through loud and clear. Once you start practicing this self-love, things will start to make sense, Gemini. All right. Give me a love oracle for my Gemini. It's already within you. It's you're not gonna find it through someone else, and you're gonna disappoint yourself, Gemini, when you are having an expectation of thinking people could read your mind and knowing how to love on you. Okay. So I need you to work on this self-love, not just for your upcoming weekly. Continue to practice self-love. What is the frequency coming in for Gemini? What is the frequency coming in for my Gemini? What is the frequency coming in for my Gemini? You have allowance and dynamic here. Yeah, you feel like people owe you. You feel like people owe you something. And the tit for tat's not going to work in your upcoming weekly. You telling people about themselves, what you've done for them, how you showed up for them, you're not getting it in return. Assistance is available here with dynamic and allowance. You have Taurus, you have your energy, you have Sagittarius. So if you work on your self-healing, because Sagittarius house is about healing, you work on that, you will be rewarded. For the most part, you know what I'm seeing here? I don't know if you could see it too. I feel like, you will start establishing the labor of your fruit by practicing self-love, then being the low-hanging fruit, which that's not where you're supposed to be. You're not supposed to be low-hanging fruit, Gemini. You're blending in with low-hanging fruit people. You're being robbed by this 3 here. This change. When you're ready for this change, though, your support system will show up. It may feel hard, it may not feel easy at this time, but the reward is joy and grace. Hopefully those frequency messages made sense. What is a goddess oracle for Gemini, please? Gemini, don't worry about my monotone and my energy. It's just I'm trying to be in a just balanced state because I have to report to work today, so I'm trying to show up for you and serve you the best way that I can, but I don't want to. I feel it. It's just like I feel a burnout trying to come in, and it's like, no, I got enough rest. Well, I got enough rest. I got enough sleep. And I personally have to fight through this because I've trained my body for the past months. I've trained my body to get a lot of sleep and a lot of rest. So now I have to break that cycle. Okay. So just mind me. Don't mind me. I'm okay. I'm not low vibing. I'm okay. I'm okay. Goddess Oracle for my Gemini. And how I feel, sometimes it can come off as boredom. And it's not that. It's just so peaceful and so at ease. It's like, Gemini, you may feel like you always have to be into something, or you may feel like you're missing something. You can't miss something. And it's like, no, you need to focus on you, because this self-love, if you get this self-love down packed, it's a reward that is kind of like, I did it. I did it. And it's not a cocky I did it, Gemini. It's like, don't wait till it's too late, to where it feels even harder to even get out of that space of one day. I need you to start working on your self-love. So sometimes you're going to have to say no. When you know you need to say no, you need to say no. You have sensitivity here. It says you're becoming extremely sensitive. Avoid harsh relationships, environment, situations, and chemicals. Okay? So you need, not only do you need to detox, not only do you need to remove yourself around places that cause blockages or cause turmoil, dysfunction. Um, uh, all I can say is the rebel life. The rebel life always it's, hmm, it just depend on the level of the rebel life. What the level that I'm talking about is where there's always drama. Everyone feeds off of drama. It has to be drama. If there's no drama, someone's going to create it. Your soul is saying, okay, you're being asked not to abandon yourself. Okay. You may be short tempered too. You may find yourself being irritable. And you may be questioning yourself, why am I irritable? Why don't I want to? I feel like you don't want to deal with yourself because you don't want to put in the work. And I'm going to be real with you. You're avoiding responsibilities and you're the priority. Give me a transcendence message for Gemini. Give me a transcendence message for my Gemini, please. What is the transcendence message for my Gemini? Hopefully it doesn't sound like I'm regurgitating messages, but those are the messages that are coming out, and those are the messages that I'm channeling based off the energy. But I need you to keep in mind, Gemini, new people are becoming aware of the SGL YouTube channel, and no one gets left behind here. Everyone's on different levels, everyone's on different phases. You get what I'm saying? Because I'm talking to a Gemini where you know you are avoiding yourself and you know you have to put in that work. And you're just you're putting yourself on pause. So you'll be ready when you're ready. Spiritual dialogue here. So you know better. With this spiritual dialogue, you know better. But just right now, it is what it is. You know how, God forgives us with agape love. No matter what you do to me, I always love you, right? It's just like, God, it's the same energy. God saying, I'm right here. I'll always be here when you're ready. I got you, right? God saves you every time, right? God forgives every time. And it just feels like I'm talking to a Gemini where it's not just that you're putting yourself on hold. It's like you already know the outcome if you put in the work. Now you're in this space where you can start long. You'll be so there's more challenges and more difficulties, and that's what comes in where not only do you suffer, it makes others suffer as well. Pertaining to you, Gemini. What other give Gemini more depth in pertaining to this spiritual dialogue? Yeah, didn't I just say this? Denying. You're denying. And you're saying no right now. For some of you, you may be feeling like you're living it up. But deep down inside, it's kind of like, this is how I could say it. I'm talking to a Gemini where you've been brought up in some type of religious-based system, and it might be your foundation, and that's what you use instead of your own intuition when it comes to making choices. It feels like you're not a believer right now. For some of you, you know how some people have been hurt in the church, so they never go back. It feels like that. But that's not focused on that. Let's focus on you choosing to start this self-love. You choosing to make yourself a priority and not be codependent on other people. Because what you're seeking, you're not finding it. That's what I'm saying. So for some of you Geminis, you're accepting that, what you were taught growing up, you don't believe in it. And you may be in a headspace of, what do I do next? What do I believe in? I want you to believe in yourself. Let's start there. What else? What other transcendence messages for Gemini, please? Give me one more. Oh, that was coming out. I see it. It was this one. Excellence. You are better than this. And you already know. It's like someone saying, no, I wanna, I wanna just do what I wanna do in life. And it just feels like don't cheat yourself. Today may not be the day. You know how they call altar calls? Come if you want to come, and you don't have to give your life, but if you need forgiveness and you're at whatever that may be, it just feels like you're dying inside. That's what it feels like, and you're not admitting it, and you know your worth. You've come too far by faith. I don't know what source you have been codependent on, but at the end of the day, what you've experienced up to this point, you are somebody. And it feels irritable, really. It's kind of like when you watch someone that is somebody throw their life down the drain. You fill in the blank of what it is that you're doing. People, places, or things. Tell me about this excellence. Accomplished. It's like just give me a moment. You know what you need to do, Gemini. You know the outcome. This accomplished, this excellence. I feel like you're just experiencing life out there. You're experiencing life in a way. It's like, I don't know, Gemini, if you are testing life to put you in a position to where you're forced to practice self-love. But this self-love is going to take time. Because the journey of self-love is not pretty like everyone tries to make it out to be. Real talk. It starts off ugly and then it gets better. See? Starts off ugly and then it gets better. Your responsibility. This oracle already? I feel like I did. Yeah, it was something about helping others or something like that. Be strong. Be strong. You're stronger than you think, Gemini. All right? And just know you put in this love, the work in self-love, there is a happy outcome. Did we pull what you need to focus on? Yeah, light activation came up front. What else does Gemini need to know? What else does my Gemini need to know? Oh, that's what I was being guided to tell you. I started telling you, Gemini, it's like if you feel like, oh, this is not my reading, it's not your reading. It's for another Gemini. You're not the only Gemini. The collective of Geminis is huge. Okay, on top of other zodiac signs that have Gemini placements. The wheel is constantly moving. Ooh. All right, I feel a little dizzy. And I know why. All right. Release control. Release control. So don't get mad at yourself and say, oh, I'm on my healing journey of self-love and I'm going to put myself first. And yeah, it's not going to start off the way that you want it to, because you got to heal this shadow energy. You got to remove certain shadow energy within yourself too. So, like I said, it's ugly before it gets, you know, it gets ugly. It feels ugly, but you'll get through that, or it feels like you're suffering. Okay? You'll get through it once you release this control. And for some of you, this is confirmation of you releasing the control to always feel like you're right or a know-it-all. Stop deceiving yourself. Because it feels like there's a Gemini where you feel like you're grounded and nobody can't tell you nothing. You're grounded, all right, and your shadow energy. You see that shadow? Mm-hmm. Shine. You practicing self-love, Gemini, you know, it feels like everyone else is going to follow suit. All right. You're no longer going to run from, you know how the sunflowers, they churn towards the sun. You're no longer going to run from what you need to do when it comes to enlightenment. You're going to face the music, basically. And as you do so, everyone else will follow suit. Tell me more about this shadow energy that Gemini needs to be aware of. Three of Pentacles. I mean, the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. You don't value yourself. You're not putting in the work. The Six of Pentacles. You're waiting on other people. It's like sharing dreams with someone, and you're waiting on them when they really don't have no intentions of going after their dreams and inspirations, going towards or even doing the work. So it just is kind of like someone's going to tell you your shadow energy. It's a shadow energy. So you're dealing with people who give you false dreams, false hopes. It's like, stop telling people what you want to do in life, Gemini, because it feels like you are being consumed. And also what I see here is that, you know, yeah, Gemini, I got you. Yeah, sure. We'll make that happen. And you never get to it. You never get to it. And how you're perceiving it, because I'm looking at the Eight of Pentacles in reverse and you're looking at it upright, and that is incorrect. So your perception is wrong. You're refusing to see a truth. In the upcoming weekly, you're waiting for other people. It's kind of like, let's say Gemini, I'm talking to a Gemini where you say, you know what, I want to go back to school. And the person you're telling it to, they're like, yeah, I want to go back to school too. And it's like, okay, well, Monday, let's go sign up for school. And they're like, okay, Monday get here. They done distracted you so far away from being able to go sign up for school. So it's like you're waiting on other people. Don't do that anymore. It's like, you know, you're making a choice to fall short without even realizing it. And the moment that you realize it, you're going to blame other people. In reality, it's going to hurt more if they tell you that's not, I don't, just because I told you that I was going to sign up for school doesn't mean that I have to do it now. So it feels like, I don't want you to be in that position where people throw stuff back in your face, Gemini. All right, you're an adult now. My channel is for adults. So if you're under the age of 18, um, now is not the time. Your mind is not, I'll just say you're not ready. Okay, it's not your time. And we have a lot of young readers, but unfortunately, hey, I don't know how to explain it. It's very clear. 18 years of age and older. Give me one more message for Gemini before we give the overall outcome message. Make sure you check out your end of your 2024 messages, Gemini, which will be your air signs. Your collective is available too. That's in your live, and that was a live video. Balanced life. All right. It says love seeks your well-being. So your upcoming weekly, it seems like some of you are going to accept the journey of self-love, and it all works out in the end. Feeling balanced, feeling refreshed, feeling alive again, which is nice. No longer in the hopes of dreams and the vision of how you see yourself. You'll see it play out in the 3D. All right, overall direction for Gemini. The outcome message. All right. You have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, confirming the lack of foresight. You have the Fool here. You can start anew, and the Two of Cups here. Didn't I say you are waiting on someone? You gotta. This is something that you gotta do independently, and it feels like you're on the edge of saying, I can do this, but I don't know. So you need to work on your trust issues overall. Thank you. You have the Three of Cups. Didn't I tell you once you make yourself a priority, everyone else will follow suit? Everything else, it's a good outcome. So your outcome, it says you're entering a happy time in your life. You may be reconnecting with long-term lost friends, relatives, and loved ones, and you may be celebrating something important to you. Spend quality time with people most important to you. This is the outcome. Starting your journey of self-love, sometimes it don't start off good, but it ends well. All right, Gemini, I love you. Don't forget, love is kind, love is gentle. Till we meet again.